at a velocity of 1110. Oh, that's passed through. 1095, a little bit slower. I'm gonna take one more shot, see if we can actually catch it in the block. Uh, 1116. It's the recovery of the Federal 124 grain tactical bonded jacketed hollow point. With the white background up, we're now looking at the bare gel only test shot, and I see some darkness right here. I believe that's where the lead has discolored the gel. And again, we're looking at a bonded bullet, so we don't expect to see any fragmentation. Yep, there's the fragment right there. So we did have one piece of fragmentation. Grand scheme of things, I'm sure it's not going to add up to much. And there's our bullet. It's facing nose up. So we're actually looking down through the top of the block, so it turned 90 degrees to the left. And you can see that it ran out a little bit longer and then pulled back. Black background up. Really get some visibility of that wound channel. Expansion started very quickly. The stretch cavity wound channel grew very quickly, and then it looks like it expanded so much it kind of ran out of energy. The wound channel gets very thin, almost seems to go away right there, and then right there we've got our bullet. And the bullet went out to, I'll cheat, tell you, I already measured it. Ran out to 12.5 inches and then pulled back to 11 5/8. Okay, with the ruler up, the wound channel we're looking at is right behind this orange line. And you can see right at about 1/2 inch, you start to see expansion. Expansion grows to its greatest at the 2-inch mark. And the wound channel at that point is roughly 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. Then it gradually dies down, pretty much goes away by inch 5. Now we've just got the permanent cutting damage being left in the block, with the bullet coming to rest at 11 5/8. And then I said the wound channel before pullback was actually out to 12.5. So, you know, you kind of split the difference and say it penetrated roughly 12 inches, or you could say 12.5. But ultimately it ended up at 11 5/8. We're looking at the 2 Denim test shots. I ended up making 2 shots because I wanted to see if we could actually catch one in the 16-inch block, but they both passed through. What's common, you can see denim being dropped immediately. Then on down through the wound channel, there's a flake of denim there. We've got some denim right there. Don't see a lot of fragmentation, which is what you would expect with a bonded bullet. Interesting, I'll look at this again later. It looks like we had a little bit of a yaw or a tumble with one of the shots, whereas the other shot stayed relatively the same the whole way through. And you can see right here a little speck of darkness. Not sure if that's denim or lead at this point. I think it may be denim. And then both bullets cruised out the end of the 16-inch block, and we actually found them laying up against the phone book. All right, with the black or high definition background, you can see identical performance between both denim shots. The wound channel here is closer to us. I think that's why it looks a little bit bigger. Actually, it is a little bit bigger than the one behind. This is a little bit wider than the one back here. Right here, they're virtually identical. And then where the first one kind of skinnies out, the one in the back, that's where that tumble or yaw. I think it's probably a yaw. If it tumbled, this cavity would be larger. Looks like it's straightened out. And then for about the last 3 or 4 inches, they look pretty much identical. With the ruler up, you can see expansion started within the first inch, probably about a ½ inch in. They both started to expand, growing to their widest point. Gosh, I'm going to call it right between 3 and 4 inches. Get it where you can see it. If anything, the one in the back seems to have achieved its greatest expansion diameter a little bit faster than the one in the front. But they are relatively similar. And again, it was out at about inch 10 where the top one decided to do a little yaw. The one in the front did not. So a little bit different performance between the two bullets, but ultimately, looking at the recovered bullets, they're very similar. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe.